Happy Monday, you guys. It is freezing here in Ohio. I think it's about time for me to leave. After spending last winter in Australia, I really feel like I need to commit to just having summer all year long. I don't see the benefit to winter and fall in my life. And also, it's supposed to snow on Thursday. Let's wrap it up. Anyways, it is going on 9 a.m. I'm heading to the gym because I have a casting that I need to submit, and there's not really anywhere in my house where I can film it. So I'm gonna go to the gym, film it really quick, get my workout in, and then come back home. The funny thing about this casting is that it requires dancing, and I am not the best dancer, so I'm gonna try to spend less than 20 minutes on this. Typically when I'm doing a self-tape that involves me doing something that I'm not good at, it takes me like an hour to 2 hours to finish it because I'm like a perfectionist. But I have to get back home for a meeting with a photographer that I'm shooting with in Cincinnati, so I actually can't spend more than an hour on this so that I can be on time for the meeting. So I'm just gonna wing it. Okay, so I found this empty room. This looks like where the kids usually are when school is not in session. I hope I can be in here, but I was too embarrassed to like dance in front of everybody else at the gym, so I'm gonna film it in this empty room, and hopefully that will give me the freedom to kind of let loose a little bit. Hey y'all, my name is Thomasina.
When I looked through your books, I was looking at Wilhelmina's.
But honestly, I wasn't really happy with those photos. Wilhelmina wasn't happy with those photos. I believe Heyman took a few, or at least they posted one on Instagram, but I'm not sure if they added it to my online portfolio. I am so tired. I literally just took like a 20-minute nap, and I heard somewhere that taking shorter naps is actually more beneficial, like you feel more well rested. I think like people in the military used to take naps in short spurts. That does not work for me. That is a tease. If I'm gonna take a nap, I need to wake up naturally, like not setting an alarm. When my body wakes up naturally, that's how I know I'm well rested. I've got my little ring light going on over here because my agent just sent me a last minute casting for hand modeling, which could not come at a worse time because when I'm stressed or like have high anxiety, I bite my nails off. And last week was a little bit of a high anxiety week for me, so my fingers look like little nubs right now, and they're ashy. And I desperately need a manicure, but I'm just gonna play with the lighting and finesse a little bit. We'll see. Happy Tuesday, guys. I am about to head out to meet my mentor. We are going to look at a house. One of my friends commented on my Facebook post and was like, oh, I'm thinking about selling my duplex. And I was like, send me the details. So get you a group of friends who are doing the same thing that you're doing, because it makes it easier to scale your business if people know what you're doing and they're involved in the same business. Yeah, I'm gonna go look at her house, see if it's something that I want to buy. And my mentor and I were spending the day together anyway, so I'm gonna meet with him and he's gonna go over there with me to kind of give me his insights. How did I attempt to blow this candle out and accidentally spit my gum in the freaking candle wax? Wow, that's disgusting.
Now this area is like, I have a 25-year-old niece. She lives over here because this is the quote-unquote hip area.
This is Ohio City we're going
towards? Yes, Ohio City and Tremont are basically right next to each other.
Okay. Ceiling looks good. Yes, this is the oh.
Is there an upstairs here?
I think for the other unit maybe.
Oh, this one's down.
Guys, I'm recording on my phone right now, but it's supposed to snow in Cleveland tomorrow. I don't know if it's actually gonna snow. This is my first winter here, but my dad was like, oh, you need to put the snow or like the ice melts on your steps because your steps are concrete. So I'm putting it out right now, but I have no idea how much I'm supposed to put on the freaking steps. I literally look insane, but it is so cold outside and I am about to attempt to gather all the leaves in my yard. So my logic was why would I rake up leaves or pick up leaves in the fall if the leaves are going to continue to fall down? And I've got like so many big trees like right over my house. So I'm like, this is a waste of time. So I went on ChatGPT and I was like, can I wait to pick up all my leaves until after fall is over, or should I pick them up like periodically throughout the season? Basically, ChatGPT was like, I should be picking them up periodically throughout the season to avoid mold and just like rotted leaves and stuff in my yard that could potentially kill the grass and the soil that's in my yard. So when spring and summer rolls around, my soil will be pretty much contaminated with all of the rotted leaves that I just left there for the whole season. So I was like, all right, let me put on my big girl homeowner pants and go pick up these freaking leaves. It's so funny because whenever I buy a property, like I just hire somebody else to do it all, but I feel like this property is like my chance to learn how to actually take care of a home. So we're putting on our big girl pants and we're gonna go pick up some leaves. I feel like I should have taken a before and after so you guys can see how much progress I made, but look, oh, it looks so good. I couldn't get like underneath the hedges. Oh my God, my hands look terrible, but I couldn't get like underneath the hedges. So my dad said when it dries outside, it'll be easier to blow them, but I'm tapping out for the day. I'm so proud of myself that I did all that. Like, I'm in my independent woman era against my will, but I did it anyways. I did all of that in a blizzard. Like, it literally was snowing so hard while I was doing it, and as soon as I finished, it stopped snowing. It is literally going on 11 p.m. and I just happened to look outside and it's like a winter wonderland. I had to call 911 for the first time ever in my life. And let me just say, my operator was terrible. Like, I'm so glad it wasn't a life or death situation because I would have been dead talking to her. I had to call 911 because we had a carbon monoxide scare. But the firefighters came pretty quickly and checked everything out and we're good to go. I feel like one thing after another keeps happening this week and it's kind of killing my vibe. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving and I'm admittedly not really in the holiday spirit. I was supposed to be home by now and like enjoying Thanksgiving with my family. Yeah, I'm not in the best mood. Like I try my best to like put on a happy face and just kind of like bend and wear it, but I can honestly say I'm not in the best mood. Last year I was in Australia for the holidays and even though I was away from my family, I was away from my friends, like I barely knew anyone, I was still in really good spirits because people in Australia were just very kind. And well, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving there anyway, but for Christmas and New Year's, like people were just always inviting me to things. Even though I've met people here in Cleveland, they're not as open to having holidays with strangers here. So I've not been invited to any Thanksgiving meals. I've not been invited to any Christmas meals, even though I won't be here for Christmas, but definitely a different vibe, like spending the holidays alone in Australia versus here in Ohio. I wanted to like try to volunteer or something during Thanksgiving, but because I wasn't expecting to be here, I was looking for volunteer opportunities pretty last minute. Like I just started looking like 2 days ago and all the volunteer opportunities that I found so far are filled, which is great. I'm glad people are actually giving back to the community on Thanksgiving, but that leaves me with nothing to do as far as serving. So I think I'm just gonna like spend the day at home, chilling, relaxing. Oh my gosh, I'm so lonely. Oh my gosh. Change of plans, you guys. It is 3:30 in the morning and I'm on the way to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I was supposed to be in New York City by now and I was supposed to be going to see Usher tomorrow and working in New York this week, but I got booked in New Mexico instead. And this is for Adidas again. I shot for Adidas for the first time back in, I think like 2 years ago. So I'm excited to be back with this team or back with this client. I keep forgetting how you with 10 minutes to spare. I've got 10 minutes to make it to my gate, which is not bad at all. They did put me on the whole other side of the airport though. We've got 2 hours to Texas and then an hour to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Let's go, guys. You guys, look at the mountains. I did not know New Mexico was this mountainous. Hi, are you Karina?
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome to hop in the vehicle and I'll get you back.
Thank you. Hey y'all, I just made it to the hotel and got me a king size suite, okay, with a little balcony view action. Okay, it's cold outside, so I will not be out there though. I am about to take a quick shower. I still have not eaten anything today besides those freaking cookies that they give you, the Biscoff cookies, which I prefer pretzels because the Biscoff cookies have just gotten too sweet for me now. Anyways, I need to take a quick shower so that I can shave my entire body. I've got a fitting at 1 and then I have a self-tape that I need to submit before the end of the day. So shower first, then self-tape, then fitting. Hopefully they have food at the fitting. I know safety is a concern here in Albuquerque, so I'm not sure how far I'd be willing to venture out by myself. Even though I solo travel all the time, it's usually in areas that I've researched beforehand. And I did not research Albuquerque at all. For the casting or self-tape that I need to do, they want me to eat something and take a sip of something. So I'm gonna go downstairs to see if there are any little vending machines where I can get some chips or something. I'm so lightheaded, I need to eat. I need to eat like real food. Okay, I have 1 hour until my fitting, so I'm running over to Sawmill Market, which is just like, kind of like a shopping mall for food. So I'm gonna pick up some snacks and probably get some lunch while I'm there. Ooh, that light though. Okay, so when you are working with a specific brand, it's very important that you do not wear a competitor's brand to the shoot or the fitting or whatever. And I'm wearing Uggs because it's cold outside, so I'm running back to my hotel room to switch to my Adidas sneakers. But it's just like a courtesy thing, a respect thing. You know, this client is booking you. It's not really the smart thing to do to wear a competitor's brand. So yeah, I'm going to change my shoes, which I was gonna do anyway. But one of the producers texted me just to remind me, like, hey, make sure you don't wear any clothing with logos that are not Adidas. So I'm glad she texted me to remind me, even though I was gonna do it anyway. All right, the fitting is done. It actually went by pretty quickly. It only took us like an hour and a half. For some reason, I'm so tired. Like I feel like I need a nap, and I'm a little bit scatterbrained because I'm dealing with stuff with my properties and then also like working and also trying to send this self-tape. I do have a whole other video that I need to edit, and then I'm going to dinner with the crew at around 6. So I've got about 4 hours to kind of just like chillax. I'm going to bed, you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick little cat nap and then I'm gonna get dressed and meet them downstairs to go to dinner.
And like,
Yeah.
I had.
It is going on 10 o'clock. It's time for me to go to bed. My call time is 8 a.m., which isn't too bad. I'm a little nervous about how cold it's gonna be tomorrow, but they did say they've got a few robes for me and some heaters and whatnot, so hopefully it's not too bad. But I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. I'm heading downstairs to meet the crew to head out to the location. I think it's like an hour away. Okay, it's time for lunch. I haven't eaten all day yet because I cannot run and eat. I have to run on an empty stomach, so this is gonna be my first meal of the day. We are gonna take off the makeup. Oh, we're gonna take off the makeup because I had to basically douse dirt on myself. So.
That was crazy. It snowed here too.
Alright guys, I just made it back to my room just to drop my things off. I'm about to head back over to the Sawmill Market, like food court area. Some of the crew are walking to Old Town just to kind of like go get drinks and just see the lay of the land. But honestly, I'm so tired and so dirty because a part of the shoot I had to like throw dirt in the air like multiple times for like 2 hours. So I'm pretty filthy. So I'm just gonna go grab some food, come back to my room, shower, and pack up. My flight is at 6 a.m. So I believe we're leaving at like 4:30. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm done.
'Cause I'm not just a pretty girl.